Hey everybody, welcome back to Rabbit Trails Podcast, where you're going to listen to the first ever non-edited podcast, because we're going to do it flawlessly the entire way through. Am I wrong, Chris?
I don't know what you're talking about because these are not edited, period.
You've never edited
So
one of
you've
them?
never edited a podcast, never cut out anything
So
that you have
those
said.
little, just magical little bleeps when Jordan's talking half the time, just think,
See, Jordan has a soundboard. He's foreshadowing a naughty word coming out of one of y'all's mouth.
so every time he says tootie
I am right on the money every single time.
or fruity,
He just happens to be on the money every single time. I don't, like, actually,
trigger finger of legends.
hey, on a real, you should
see
have seen
that?
this guy shoot a 6-shooter back in the day. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
He used to set up back in his Bonanza binging days.
Hey, see that sign
poor
behind us?
stuff.
It says days since major incident.
It's
There's
a
no
fat
sign
zero.
behind you.
Oh, okay. Welcome into the studio, everybody. Episode 113. It's an absolute cluster
Let's
brain
go.
You are recording,
of an
right?
episode.
We are absolutely.
Because from the time we've stepped into the studio till we all got here, it's been under 3 minutes since
Pretty
we
much.
started recording.
And also another fun fact, I work with Jordan, but I have not seen this man in about
Some would say work for.
I'm talking to him for the first time right now. Shut up.
Right now.
I'm talking to him for the first time in about 7 days?
Well, that's because
About
you've
a
been
week.
slumming it on the beaches of Antarctica or wherever
Dude,
the heck
Big
you
Papa has been getting his tan on, okay?
You are kind of tan, and for an incredibly white boy, that's something to say.
Bro,
I've spent 10 days with you in Florida and not seen you that dark.
hey, was that actually 10 days? Dang
It
it.
was like 8 or 9.
Dang it. Golly, that's embarrassing.
Yeah.
I saw
Either way,
you-
that sun did something to me.
to be fair, we went to the beach 2 days.
Yeah. Not much tanning going on.
No.
What were you saying, Jordan?
While it was snowing in this lowly state, you were posting photos
Single digits.
of your nude body, nude and rude.
Did I ever send you a nude?
No,
Exactly.
Just from
Let's
the
keep it
waist
that way.
down.
just it was the upper and lower half was nude, but there was a center portion that was.
Oh, you mean like freaking swim trunks?
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
That's
Wow.
not nudity.
So it was complete nudity aside from the trunks.
That's Jordan's fine line right there. You know what I mean? That's his fine print.
It's like Mennonite nudity.
You said it.
These people were completely naked.
Churn that
Really?
butter.
Yeah, all they had were some swim trunks on.
All they had on is what you need to have on. Hey, I'm telling you, man, I had an amazing time.
So random. Did
I
you
got-
swim with any pigs?
I got back day of recording. I got back. Let's see.
Tell
I got
the people
back.
where you went.
Sorry, let's back up here a little bit. I went to Exuma, an island in the Bahamas.
So it's not like Bahamas, kind of like the cheap redhead stepchild.
I don't know if I'd say cheap.
Okay, redhead stepchild.
Redhead stepchild's okay, but cheap, it's not exactly the cheapest place to go. But it was a lot of fun, and had a good time with the boys. Did a lot of crazy things.
What was the purpose of the trip? Mission trip?
To party.
Nudity.
Why? Stop bringing up nudity in this podcast. It's not even funny.
Randall looked at me. He knew he was
Well,
trying.
I was trying to bring it back to a wholesome, thing.
Yeah.
The chances of this being a raw edit's going to be it's slimming down by the
Yeah,
moment.
so I think
Yeah,
that's
not
already
today,
out.
boys. My mouth is feeling.
So I went there with the boys for a week,
Way to go, Em.
and
Let's go to the phones.
if you want to know how it started, okay. One of my friends who went with me also cuts my hair, and so we were having a conversation, and we're like, "Why don't we go to the
Probably
Bahamas?"
get a new hair guy.
And there was shut up. You know, he actually made a joke similar to that on this trip, and then I was like, "You cut my hair, like you freaking idiot." But we were like, we always wanted to go somewhere where there's like crystal clear water.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Meth.
And somewhere that was just warm, tropical, that sort of vibe. And so we started planning this trip, and we were like, let's get a bunch of the boys, and that's what we
like
did.
that.
So there were 6 of us that went for 6 nights. And
The only requirement, you had to be single. I mean, or not married yet. There's several very much not single people
We
there,
have-
but like no married guys.
we had one engaged, 1 dating, and then 4 completely single dudes that
Completely
were on this
hopeless.
trip.
So where did you fall in that genre? The dating?
I was the one that was dating.
Okay, gotcha.
So, and then my barber friend, shout out Jaron, he
So
was
really
the
what-
one that was engaged.
So really, what it mounted down to is what I'm just now hearing is you guys see your life slipping away, so want to have as much fun as possible, and you decide to loop in some of your single dudes that will inevitably have years and years of fun yet, but you just wanted to bring them
So-
along so you didn't feel as
just-
bad about yourself.
Wait. Coming from a married perspective, you're saying it all goes downhill?
No,
Yeah, Randall.
Okay.
Choose your as a.
I plead the
As
fifth.
two married men sitting
Yes.
across from me, you guys better watch your next words pretty
You're f-
carefully.
I would be the first to
Allegedly.
admit, and if you are married and you're listening to this and you want to argue with me, I will slap you in the face and call your daddy, because there is no way you can agree or like argue the fact that your life does not change when you get married. You lose
true.
freedoms, like rightfully so. Like why would I want to just go with the boys for 10 days to the Bahamas and leave my wife at home? I have no desire to do that. Like
Sure.
now leave her, go to Alaska for 10 days and shoot a grizzly bear? Heck yeah, that's totally different. But like that's man
Priorities.
So it just depends on what you want to do.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But like your priorities change, and that's okay, and that's what the Lord calls us to do, and to prosper and
I was actually thinking about.
populate the earth.
I was thinking about getting.
You're getting
some
on
guys
that
together.
already.
I have populated, and I have left my
Mark.
mark, and I'm good,
I think it's just populate because
dude. That
populated would be 2.
multiply.
You've populate the earth.
Yeah,
No.
some people take that way too serious.
Some people go crazy with it.
Bro, I was mowing hay one day, and I went by the neighbors, and it is actually hilarious. I went by the neighbors, may or may not be like Dutchies, and we call them Dutchies. They had anywhere from
what?
2 to 12 kids in this like paddock outside.
What?
I don't think they're allowed. I don't think they're allowed in. Like they just like shove food out the dog door. you know?
Whoa! Hang on. What?
There's like 6 to 8 of them out there.
So
and
many.
They're all the same age. I'm like, how is that possible? I don't know. Impressive. Like, it's just some people take that really literal.
I
you
feel
know?
like there's numerous women involved.
Oh, what do you call those things? What do you call those relationships?
Surrogates.
Nah, it's like
Mormons.
it's that Andrew Tate relationship. You know,
Mormons.
he's got like however many wives, doesn't he?
Does he actually?
Yeah, I mean, whether they're by law wives or not, I don't know. But he definitely has multiple women he's had kids with. So, but that's like it's crazy. Some people take that as like their own belief. Some people take that from certain parts of the Bible of people who've had multiple wives. So it's interesting. But
Some people claim it's biblical.
This says Andrew
not
Tate
for
has
me.
never been married.
No, he's never.
okay, so he just has multiple women. Then is what I'm referring to, though.
How many
Or-
children does Andrew Tate have? It says somewhere between 10 and 12.
Does
He
it
wants
really?
to have 20.
It does.
So
20?
Yeah, he wants to have at least 20 from what he said. He wants
are
to
we-
like.
Why we start talking about your vacation and now we're talking about Andrew Tate?
Yeah, I don't know. Do you want me to get back to my vacation or should we move on?
Yeah, go back to your vacation, dude. I want to hear all about it.
Yeah, so we were stayed in Airbnb for
How was Airbnb?
6
Was it
days.
good?
Solid.
Honestly, it's swing and miss nowadays with Airbnb.
Bro, on day 6, which I don't rate,
Okay.
I don't view this a problem with the actual like the host was great. She was amazing.
you had a host?
Like as in like Airbnb host, like you reach out to her.
Oh, okay.
Every
okay.
Airbnb has a
I
host.
thought there was like the host that lived at the
No,
house. Like,
no,
whoa.
that would have been cool though. But day 4 or 5, can't remember. We lost water. So
Wow.
we didn't have water for like a day.
For how many guys?
6.
I
Oh,
bet that was a bit goaty in there.
It wasn't amazing. But we also then on and off through the final 2 days, we lost power and water.
Wow.
So, but it
Third
was like
world country
some of it was
contemplate.
some of it was like stormy. It
That's-
was like
that's true Bahamas fashion because that happens frequently.
yeah, and that's why I was like, I want to complain, but at the same time, I don't feel like that's a super uncommon happening because also you
well,
take
their
away.
power grid is just essentially extension cords and generators, right? Extension cords?
We unfortunately didn't have a generator.
I think
But-
it's solar, isn't it?
No, like that, like the state's powered.
Oh, the entire country. Okay, I
So
would.
your
know.
generator probably ran out of fuel.
So you're saying there's a electric cord from the Bahamas to the U.S.
There's probably 4. electric
No,
cords.
Okay.
see,
Lots of splitters.
Somewhere out there in the middle of the ocean, there's a cord just glowing hot.
Yep, splitters for days.
we talked to every time I reached out to the host, like she would call like the county or I don't know how that stuff works, but then she would give an answer like, "Oh, this crew is working on like the pipeline. That's why they shut the water
Yeah,
off
it's
and
BS.
all that stuff." So, yeah. So other than the final 2 days where we were on and off power and water, it was great. We had a 2-minute walk to the beach, like sand. It was
so
beautiful.
far.
Which, dude, I'm just saying
That's
there was
third world.
there was
unacceptable.
one day.
I would never.
You guys are stupid. There was one day we actually drove to a different beach.
Oh.
Because like drove down south along the Exuma Islands, I forget what it's called, but went in beautiful beaches, just pristine, gorgeous.
How
but
how
How
far
beau-
down could you see?
How beautiful were the beaches?
I'll get to that. It's just make you want to slap your mama. Beautiful.
Lots
Just
of beaches,
wow.
or was it just one main beach you guys hung out?
so
at?
many beaches.
A lot of beaches.
They're
So
like
many
one of
beaches.
those beaches where things are
So
optional.
many beaches. They're beautiful. It was awesome. Got a lot of pictures.
Get your mind out of the gutter. I'm here
And-
talking about beaches.
Saul, hey, we did see it.
Is there like sand on the beaches light or darker? Is there natural like beach?
You know what?
Like what's the natural pigment of the sand?
Natural is like
it
a
biracial?
lightly toasted white,
Lightly toasted white.
like a
so that's-
Caucasian that's toasted.
and that's for all beaches down there.
Most of them.
No,
Just kind of depends. There's a pink sand beach
Do
apparently.
they bring? Oh, really?
Apparently.
so
We
they,
weren't
they
on it,
bring
though.
beaches in then, or sand for the beaches.
I don't know.
No, that's all natural.
Maybe there is some resorts
It's
there,
gotta
and
be.
I would assume on the resorts they might. I don't know. But like the sand, the best sand I've ever felt. It's amazing.
Really?
It actually felt it was really nice. It
Wow.
stuck to you kind
That's-
of annoyingly.
I feel
but
like that's a bold take for you.
see, I don't even like sand, but I didn't mind this that much.
I don't like sand either.
And this is what I was gonna say. The one day we drove to a different beach, and the amount of sand that we got in the van. We rented a van. The boys rented a van, a
That was
soccer mom
rhyming,
van.
dude. I'm about to start dropping bars.
There we go.
Down with the sand we got in the van.
Did you guys go ask for candy? At
Bunch of
night, or-
boys, and yet
What?
no man.
Yo, was it a big white
I don't
van?
know. No, it was a black van.
Oh,
Missed it. Would have been a great song.
white van. You could have went around asking for candy at night, like midnight.
I don't get the reference. Should I?
Yeah, two guys pop open the
So
side
you're
door, run
you're in
around.
the beaches. You go to a beach.
Yeah. We got a lot of sand in the van. Is what
Yeah.
I'm saying. Sand
Rental.
in
It was a rental.
the van was a rental.
Who cares?
Yeah. By the way, this thing was beat up. There was parts that were duct taped together.
Are you serious?
There was parts that. You know what's ironic? I just got a message from the Airbnb host. Bless
Oh,
her heart.
really?
I'm
Bless
gonna
her
just
heart.
clear
God
that.
bless you, Patricia.
I will reply to you later. Shanna is actually her name.
Shanna.
She's a Shanna. Yeah. Yeah. And anyways, had a good time that day, even though we got a lot of sand in the van. Other than that, I'm trying to think. A highlight of the trip?
Yeah,
You wanna-
highlight.
if you want to
Yeah.
know a highlight,
You guys ate out a lot. I saw that. You guys.
we
ate a lot.
actually we just probably you just saw when we ate out because the meals that we cooked ourselves didn't look
Yeah, I'm not
as,
gonna lie. It was
as
hard.
good.
It was hard for me. You think? Part of me just there's times I just couldn't go on Snapchat because all your like I'm friends with every single one of the guys on Snapchat. It was just like
Oh, it's a consistent.
It was just hard to-
Yeah.
man.
No, I understand that. That's understandable.
Yeah. Except for you, you were very respectful with it.
I don't know if I posted that much. I'm
You
trying
did
to
a
think.
couple stories here.
I
and
probably
there.
did like.
You sent me some snaps.
Do you think over or under 5?
Over, definitely over.
No. That on my story. Not that
Over,
I said-
100%,
okay. I didn't
100%
know.
over.
I didn't know. I'm trying. I can't. I don't really think about it.
I feel that's very low though. Like there's some. I mean,
That's like
I
one
feel
a day.
I feel like some girls that would get them to about 9:00 in the morning.
Yeah.
That wouldn't get them through breakfast.
They gotta get. That's just their. That's the like a quarter of their makeup routine.
That's their avocado toast.
That's the. Yeah.
Getting posted.
Yeah, for sure. I will say the highlight of my trip though.
You got to meet
100%.
Mr. Beast. I saw that. Was that your
Oh.
highlight of your trip?
No, we'll get to that in a second.
Okay.
No, the highlight was easily snorkeling. It was.
You guys
yeah.
went snorkeling.
I did, and so frustrated because if we had the GoPro, Jordan, you sent a GoPro along
Yes,
with us. We
I'm
asked
sorry.
for your personal GoPro.
Did you
I'm
take your
sorry.
iPhone?
We didn't have a waterproof case that I would
iPhones
use on
work.
this. Yeah, but I'm not putting my iPhone in that
Yeah,
kind
you
of.
can't risk it.
Yeah,
You're
it's
not
true.
putting your $1,200 iPhone underwater. I mean, that's just.
But
sketch.
you will submerge a $2,000 GoPro.
No.
That has a case around it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We didn't include the case when we took it down,
Ah.
so we weren't able to film underwater. But
But you had a GoPro.
yeah, we did. We did a lot of like Brandon, our brother, did a lot of filming, but he
Oh,
did.
we're gonna see a sweet edit soon on Instagram.
You can, what, get on his back
So
about that.
I've swam in the Caribbean,
Caribbean.
Flex on us.
which is where I guess you guys just were.
Yeah.
Very nice. I mean, you can see.
Isn't it like warm water, like bathroom temperature, like someone peeing above you?
Pretty
type
much
warm?
not that warm. No,
Okay, okay.
it's all the water that
it
we
is
swam
winter, I
in
guess.
is
It's
like
almost perfect.
pretty much right around 80 degrees. All the water is like right around 80 degrees. What'd you
What?
say, Adrian?
Uh,
Oh my word! Wait, what'd you say, Randall?
What
Sorry.
did you say? What?
Sorry, I'm
what
so
did
used
you
to-
call me?
So used to saying that name all week.
Yeah. Nothing.
Okay.
We'll
We'll move
restart
on
it.
from that.
We can just go back and clip that and put it.
No, you can't because we're not editing this.
Oh, I think this is gonna be edited.
No, we've never edited. Why would we start out? Right, Chris?
I can make this edited.
Don't be like that.
Don't
be like
do that.
So again, the highlight was snorkeling, and on a good day, which I will say, probably throughout the week we were there, I spent probably accumulation of about 4 hours snorkeling throughout the whole week.
That's
and
not a lot. I don't.
no,
feel
it's
like.
not. But dude, here's the thing: you get out there, and it's like, so you're breathing, you have to stay
snorkel
above the
for an hour.
water. It is tiring, and at the longest period, I think I was probably out for a straight like an hour and a half. And also, we only had the gear for 4 days.
Wait,
I want to say
So you didn't have
Yeah.
life jackets?
we rented it. No,
Because life jackets are actually a lot of fun when you're snorkeling. Just so
Doesn't
you
that kind
can.
of defeat the point.
Well, no, you don't physically put them on. You
You
just
stay at the top though, Randall.
you just hang on.
You just look down.
You can dive down.
You can, but with a snorkel.
See, I
you're-
did dive
you
down.
can't breathe.
Well, I mean,
in.
you'll drown, but like,
right.
if you inhale, but
Right.
No, I mean,
so just to hang on to a life jacket if you're just chilling for a long period of time.
so you don't put this on. You
no,
just
you just hang on
it?
to it with your right hand.
and
then
All
you
right,
can
you do
swim.
you.
So and then I just let mine float away every once in a while. Then I'll go back and get it. But if I'm diving down and stuff, but after a while, you're out there for like an hour or whatever.
you ever do the old
It's tiring
buddy
constantly
snorkel,
swimming.
you know, like, oh, dude, look at the big sea turtle. He goes down, you know, dump water down his tube.
Classic. Classic.
Oh my!
I didn't do it though.
Oh yeah.
No, I swallowed a
Oh
lot
my
of.
goodness,
Hey
the
guys,
lobster pulls shorts.
guys, if you want an update,
Yeah, that's scary because there you could see it from 40 feet away.
if you want an update, boys, the ocean is still salty, very salty.
Oh, freaking
just-
I was wondering.
Bro, I swallowed a lot of salt water in the
Nice.
past
Good
week,
for you.
but
I saw this thing online
Thanks
recently.
for adding to global warming.
This person
welcome.
was talking about climate change and all the other bologna that goes along right now. They were talking about a salt shortage. I'm thinking, okay, what about the ocean? Any way we can pull some salt out of that?
Can we?
so you don't actually scientifically know if there's going to be a salt shortage or not, do you? How do you pull salt out of an ocean?
I'm not sure. There has to be a way, though.
So how was meeting Mr. Beast?
Yeah.
Was great. No, for the story, the context, we're eating at this little shop. Shout out Sonia's, whatever the shop was called,
Hey, Sonia.
little restaurant. And we were eating there, and this cute little girl comes up. She's walking along. I think she's looking for her mom, so she was gonna ask Sonia. It's like, it's small town vibes. Everyone kind of just does their own thing. Kids wandering around, and she comes up to my friend Adrian, who came along. Shout out Adrian, and he's like, "Oh my word, you look like Mr. Beast."
Now that you mention it, kind of does a little bit.
And then it was so funny because she's like, I would assume this girl was like 8, maybe 10, like no older than 10. No, probably around 10. Yeah. And she goes back to like her car and she like pulls out her like little tablet thing and she's searching pictures of Mr. Beast and we're getting pictures. She actually made one of us type in Mr. Beast because she couldn't really spell, I think. That's how that worked.
So she was 6.
Yeah,
not
whatever.
10.
I don't know, dude. I don't really know. But it was so cute. And Adrian also did not know who Mr. Beast was. So he
He didn't
learned
know who Mr.
He
Beast
only
is?
then learned who Mr. Beast was. So
Only the biggest YouTuber on the planet?
yeah, well, I don't know. Is he by now?
I think so.
Okay, probably is.
Definitely up there.
So yeah, he probably could have passed for Mr. Beast. If
So
he
there
tried.
was, let me get this straight. There was a small 6-year-old female that looked like Mr. Beast.
no the girl told Adrian that he looks like Mr. Beast.
Oh.
Why would a girl look like Mr. Beast?
Well, you were talking about a cute little girl.
Yeah, and she
saw
came up
Mr.
to us and she said, "Adrian looks like Mr.
Oh,
Beast."
okay.
Yeah,
Keep up.
Got it.
it was very funny though. We all had a chuckle over it, and
What?
a chuckle,
A laugh.
a little kerfluffle.
Oh.
So combined with that, had a what are you gonna say, Jordan?
Barf.
Okay. Combined with that, we had a good flights here and there.
Was it?
Came back. We
How
flew
long
in
are the flights?
so we had a layover in Miami. So it was about
Hey.
a 2.5 hour from Pittsburgh, and then a hour flight to the island. So not bad at all. Small little runway you land
Just
on.
a
and-
little hop, skipping, and jumping.
yeah, just a little hop, skip, and a jump. It was very cute. Jump in the pond there. So
Cessna 120, I'm sure.
yeah, it could have been a Cessna 120.
Oh my lord.
And all that leading up to this morning, we came in day of recording. I came in 2 a.m. this morning, grabbed about 5 hours of sleep, went to work,
That's more
worked-
than enough.
worked ever since, came home right away, started recording, and that's
Good to have you back.
that's the update on me. Yeah, thanks, Barrow. Appreciate that. I want to hear some insight on y'all's week.
So where are you
so
going next week?
I'm here for the long haul now.
Don't buy it for a minute.
I'm chilling.
I actually snapped you while we had this whole back and forth while you were
Yeah.
over there. It was actually hilarious.
Yeah, I'm chilling though for a little while. I promise you. I promise you.
I'll believe it when I see it.
All right, Randall. What happened in your week? I want to hear some deets. Then I want to hear
I
Jordan's.
feel like I want to hear Jordan's week
This
first.
is ironic. 7 years ago today, it just popped up on my feed. 7 years ago today, I was in Hawaii, also snorkeling.
Thank you for that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Appreciate that.
Completely irrelevant, but
How do you say Hawaii again?
Hawaii.
Hawaii.
Hawaii. Okay.
Light it up, Randall.
Yeah, let's hear this.
Ah,
I heard you had like the week of all weeks.
Well, we're not done it yet. That's the thing. No, it's just
That is true. This is
We're still getting through
yeah,
it.
We're still getting through this.
midway through the week. No, it's just been
Bloody mayhem.
just a cluster from start to end. It's just like
What
everything.
did you say? Cluster flupple?
Kerfluffle.
Kerfluffle. Yeah.
Kerfluffle.
So it was a cluster flupple week.
Yeah.
Yes.
See.
Clusterful. See. No, it's just for people that don't know, I started a kind of a new job this past winter, and just like right now, it's starting to pick up rather rapidly. It feels like every day is like, there's that point on the ski slope where it's just for a while you're just poking along, right? But then
Right.
you hit the point of the hill on the double black diamond where it says like the road to Satan's bedroom. Don't go like the name
Sure.
of the trail.
I don't know if
is
I've
like,
tried that trail.
It's a banger. Like,
Okay.
it'll get your blood
It's
flowing,
like,
right?
it's like Satan's Trail, Dragon Breath.
Yeah, exactly. Like the voice of screaming Widow's
Yeah.
Past type of
Yikes. Okay. This is not getting better.
Yeah, and you just start going down. It's like it's chill, and then all of a sudden, it reaches that point where it feels like the hill's
can't
going
see the
back
bottom.
underneath. Yeah, it feels like it like wraps underneath your toes.
Oh,
Like,
see, it's like an inverted hill. Is what you're
it's
saying. Okay. Yeah.
you're like
it's so
hoping-
straight down. You're going so fast. You're actually going back around, right?
It's so fast you have to rely on the Earth's gravitational pull to keep you in towards the center of the hill.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's just kind of been like that. So it's kind of picking up speed. And right now I feel like I'm at the point where it's just starting to tip over center, and we're just giving her. And it's
Interesting.
Giving her a
It's just
kerfuffle.
hand over fist. I got up at 5
Jeez.
o'clock this morning, and yeah, pretty much it. Planning to get up at 5 o'clock. And like I did sit down. I told you guys, so I got here at 5 o'clock. And
Crazy.
so
You got up
12-hour
almost
shift.
when I got to sleep. That's
Wow.
pretty wild.
that is impressive.
That's a long day, though.
Yeah, putting
So-
in work hand over fist. Like I heard a really good saying today. Don't remember why I thought of this, but guys just like, oh, we were picking on new coworkers and stuff. We were kind of picking on them or whatever. All good fun, whatever. He just looked at me. He's like, you know what they say about karma? I was like, what karma? He said it's a train on a circle track.
Nice.
You'll always come back around.
What,
you know?
what goes around
Yeah,
comes
yeah,
around.
yeah,
Yep.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's nice.
So.
Good metaphor. Good metaphor.
Carmen, she's a beaver.
That's wow. You
I
know
don't
what?
actually know if I know a Carmen.
Here's what. Hey, I have an Aunt Carmen.
I don't know her.
Yeah, but I know her. We're pretty much one on this show, so
right.
we all know a
She
Carmen.
nice?
She is very lovely.
All right.
Yeah. And one thing I wanted to add to that
Good
is,
to meet you, Carmen.
is people, just so you know, here's the thing. First of all, we haven't missed an episode since we started this season.
Yeah, this
And-
is like impressive for us.
It is impressive. And one thing I will add to it is the fact that this is pretty much our lives, especially Randall's for sure. When like planting time comes around, this guy's a farmer.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
we have a lot going on outside the podcast. So it does take quite a bit for us to get here sometimes. It
Yeah.
sure does. But it's still been a hot streak for us.
It actually has. We've been batting pretty dang close to about 7. We've been batting 1,000. I don't know if we'll be able to keep that up. But
I don't know. But I know we also got to have discussions at some point of season closing and all that because
13
it does become unrealistic at some
13
point
straight weeks we
for
have
us to
not missed.
record. That's what
That's
was 13
impressive.
weeks ago. We would have still been like towards the end of football season.
Yeah,
you know,
no, we were in the middle of football season. Yeah.
middle of football season. Holy,
Yeah. Good old days.
that's crazy. Now it's like all of a sudden Russell Wilson and all these boys are joining the Steelers, and there's so much going on.
You have like Russell Wilson and Troy Field. What's his name?
Troy Field.
Justin Field.
Yeah.
Troy Field. Shout out if you know who that is. That's you're an OG volleyball player.
Speaking of batting averages,
Batting average.
it's that time of year again where all those morons come out of the woods and literally head straight for the baseball diamond.
What are you talking about? Morons.
Baseball is the worst sport.
Hey, it's
I
not.
know what.
It's really not.
It's not.
I'm looking forward to it.
Randall doesn't agree.
I want to, but I feel like if it's just my team, bro.
I was just gonna say it's just
Yeah.
because the Indians have fallen off, isn't it?
The Cleveland Renegades?
The Cleveland Guardians, the Indians, they will forever be known as Indians. It's just like when I started, and this is my own fault, right? This is my fault, my own fault. But when I started like getting into sports, like young guy, realizing it, going to games, watching it, following it closely, 2014, 15, 16.
What?
If you go back, look at Cleveland Indians, quite a run, quite a squad we
Yeah.
had built up back there in 2015, 16, 17, 18.
Okay. Yeah.
Quite a squad, and so it was fun to be a fan. Now it's just like 2 years ago, we had a little bit of life there. We were the youngest team in the history of baseball to make the postseason. That was pretty
That's
cool.
wild.
That was pretty cool. when you're average age, like half the guys in your, if you had a W, you couldn't go out and party at a bar because they weren't allowed in. That was kind of funny.
That is
crazy.
funny.
That was actually a thing.
That's weird.
But now it's just like we have owners that don't want to spend more than $400 to get people, like literally, to play, and it's just
Dang. You know, it's kind of annoying, but I actually
what do you
got-
know about baseball?
Well, they just sent me like a tryout thing last week. I guess-
Get out of here,
guess
bro.
Minimum wage right now is at $450.
Get out of here.
I guess.
$450 for what?
Your weight?
Yeah, usually don't start off by
Nice. That was a good one.
Yeah,
Well,
that's
sometimes you all though you're like, you know what, baseball sucks, but like if you're Shohei Ohtani and you're gonna make $700 million,
Or
I mean,
you
life
could also be
worse.
funny. Is that what it is? Is that what
That's what his
the?
contract is?
you
Yeah,
could also
that's
be
crazy.
Otani and have your translator bet on games.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's some scandal going on right
There's
now,
some
isn't there?
scandalous stuff going on right
Why
now.
in the frick did I just say that?
How do we feel about
Yeah, Jordan, how do you know about this baseball stuff? You're turning on us. I'm actually here. Here's the
PMF
thing, Randall.
got you. PMF got you.
Yeah, they did. You don't know anything though, because
I know more than you.
being,
That's a fact.
Well, that is true. But being a Pittsburgh Pirates fan for a tiny portion of
but
my life,
you
Well,
guys.
let him
ownership,
finish. Let him finish. 'cause,
ownership
yeah,
truly could
yeah.
not afford a snow cone.
But here's
but
the thing.
You guys
See,
right
Randall,
now are where I was at back in 2014. Like,
But the difference is that we rode on the lows because I watched this
True.
team when we sucked, and that's all I know is that we suck.
That is
And
true.
for
And
the
that's why-
first time ever entering a season,
That's why I am a true fan, and I'm not giving up on them. But it's just like
It's hard. It's hard. That's
yeah,
what she
and
said, yeah.
like I was gonna say, for the first time ever since watching them, it's weird to go into the season thinking we could make the playoffs. I've always written it off. I'm like, what the? We're not gonna make
you're
the
just
playoffs.
you're just happy because
Like
I could say something.
there's like so many billions of games in a season. You're like, you just win. You know, it's baseball. Every team wins games in
I could
baseball.
say something,
You know what
but
I
I
mean?
would reveal myself so hard.
Oh, please do say it.
No, I can't.
Are you gonna like say it and then like take your shirt off?
What's
Is that
that?
what you meant?
No. What's that new pitcher you guys got? Guy just throws absolute gas.
I don't know. I don't know our pitchers that well. I don't
We
really know
used
that
to-
many
wasn't
Who
it
is
people we
Reeves?
picked up.
Reeves or
Reeves,
something?
maybe.
Austin
Drafted him?
Oh, the
No.
veteran. You're saying the veteran?
No. You just
Oh, the
drafted
veteran.
him.
Oh, Skeens.
Skeens.
Paul
That's who it
Skeens.
is. Paul Skeens. Yeah.
Freaking beast.
Yeah.
He's killed it so far in training
Dude,
camp.
guy got just a cannon for a right arm.
Yeah.
At one point,
Yeah,
we had the
just
oldest pitcher in the league.
Absolute
What was,
gas.
what was
Oh, what was his name?
he was so old you could see his gray
Oh,
hair.
Rich Hill.
Yeah, his
Oh, yeah.
skin
yeah.
George
was
Hill.
I think it's Rich
Oh,
Hill.
that's a basketball player.
his
George
skin
Hill.
was sagging.
George Hill, yeah, he's a
it
basketball
was
player.
it was something.
Yeah.
It was funny
He's
because
still in the league,
I think he's still pumping strikes.
oh my word, it was funny because on a hot night he would wear a t-shirt. Like he used to wear this arm sleeve. But like
Pouring sweat.
like when they would
Yeah.
replay the slow mo back, he was obviously getting old.
Looked like he was
I'm dead
faster.
serious. His skin was sagging, and like when he would
There's
throw a-
nothing wrong with saggy skin.
but when he would throw a fastball on his pitching arm, you could see the under like skin under his arm.
Oh, you mean that little jiggly part that old people get?
Yes,
Oh,
just
come on. now.
absolutely.
That's Chris's
Not
favorite.
happy.
That is my favorite.
That's Chris's favorite part of the body.
Low key, yeah. It's a sleeper for sure.
Oh, almost forgot. I went golfing this week for the first time of the
Oh,
year.
tell me about
yes.
it. You sent me some amazing videos on
Yeah,
that.
dying. Like,
How'd you
it
do?
was
Yeah.
hilarious. Not gonna lie,
It's good stuff.
it was cold. It was a bit cold, and I got there and I'm in sweatpants. I have a long sleeve T-shirt on, a hoodie, stocking cap, and it's like 55 degrees, but it's like a cold 55. You know what I mean?
course was
It was
open?
like 60. Yeah. But it's like 60 degrees. But it's a cold 60. You know what I mean? Like
Sure.
cold, like the breeze.
Yeah,
it's really
yeah.
cold.
Wind chill.
And I get out, and the buddy I'm going with, he gets out a short T-shirt. He's like, "What? You look like you're hot. You look like it's cold outside." I'm like, "It is cold. I'm okay. It is kind of cold, and whatever." And by the eighth hole, the sun went down, and he's like, "I'm so cold."
Yeah.
I'm like, see.
Suck it.
Clown behavior right there.
First 5 holes, nothing to be happy about.
Par birdie.
No.
7 over.
I would have been happy to make it on the green with a birdie look.
What was your average on all 9? Like double bogey?
So
You said an eagle?
So I went like double, triple bogey on all first 5 holes.
Yikes,
Or,
okay.
or worse.
Tough
at
start,
least.
tough start.
I think my best hole on the first 5 was double bogey.
That's about my average.
And
yeah.
then, but I finished final 4. I had par, bogey, par, bogey.
par
Wow.
bogey, par bogey.
I mean,
So
that's pretty a good better way to end it than to
I
start
was
it that
so
way.
happy.
You know what I mean?
I was so happy with the last
You
4
ended on a
holes.
high note, bro.
I had it was like a 515-yard par 5 striped to
I
driver.
actually think I might know which hole you're talking about because I know where you were
absolutely
at.
just piped to driver.
Ah,
got my
love
and I was about I don't know. We had no clue what the ranges are. There was no markers out yet. I was guessing like 200 or something out.
Okay.
250 probably because my driver goes nowhere, and the rollout is nothing. Kind of chunked my 3-wood. Not gonna lie, or my fairway wood or whatever we call it.
Like you topped it?
No, I got it.
Oh, you got under it.
No, it just wasn't pure. It just went
Okay.
like 120 yards and kind of died and
You
just
hit the stick.
it just wasn't
Okay.
good. It was just like
Yeah.
it was a bit of a muff.
Yeah.
I forget what I had in. Grabbed my 7-iron, just flopped it up there at about 30 feet, and then
Nice.
Torched it. Let's go.
had a birdie look, and not gonna lie, 30-foot putt, rolled it to about 6 inches. Very
Oh.
impressive.
Solid.
Sheesh.
So for par, and then
Solid.
after that, par, got on the bogey train, and then parred another par 3, and I almost had a chip in on a par 3.
Ooh.
About a foot away from a
How-
chip
It's
in.
PGA
Just like-
maneuvers out here from you,
Oh,
son.
yeah.
How do the greens react when it's cold? Are they
They're
fast?
so slow and
So slow.
bumpy. Oh, bumpy. People, literally, I pulled up to one green. It looks like somebody was chipping off it. Jeez,
That's
there was
awful.
Like a divot
Okay.
out of it. It was
Golf?
less than it. Of course, middle like beginning of March. It's
There's no
50,
grass
50
growing.
degrees. There's only certain courses going to be open. You know what I'm saying? And so, like, it
Yeah.
wasn't. It wasn't the nicest course, but it was good. It was fun to get out. It's always fun to whack your balls around the golf course. So.
Yep.
Yeah.
Couldn't agree more.
Yeah, it's always
Yeah.
good time.
I'm not a big fan when it's cold though.
Especially if you have a buddy
You
to
know what I
whack
mean?
them with. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. But I'm not a big
It's
fan of
cold,
when it's
or
cold.
it's small.
Yeah.
It's not any.
No,
yeah,
it's
not
just
any
like
course.
the fairway. The roughs aren't kept up. It's really all
Right,
grown up
right.
and out of control.
yeah,
Yeah.
like you said, just
The roughs
rough.
are really thick.
Yeah.
You just lose your balls really quick.
It's one of those things where for me, conditions aren't right, I'm not going. That's
That's
just
how
just
it is
who
for
I
a lot
am.
of people. That's good save.
Yeah, I'm not about it if it's
But
not right.
you got to grind it out. You know,
Yeah.
adversity builds
know,
something.
There was a
you
golf
guys
course.
play over water too? Was there any obstacles?
There was a lot of water in this course.
Pretty
I
wet
will
out there.
say, a lot of rivers.
There
Lot
was
of rivers.
there was a golf course here in the Bahamas where we were at. It was
Did you
like
go?
it was a few miles from us. We looked into it to rent the equipment and play
So you gotta
around
rent.
around a 9, I think it was. Yeah, well, none of us took our equipment because flying, because
Imagine flying
problems.
a golf course.
You can fly with clubs.
Yeah,
Yeah,
just
but-
for one time, I would not do that.
Yeah.
I'd have
So-
to go on like a golf trip to do that.
to do that, and to rent and all that good stuff. It was $200
Wow.
to play,
Wow.
and none of us were really feeling that.
Does
and
that
so
come with a golf cart?
I was like, I way better would freaking come with a golf
Couple
cart.
lessons.
But I was like, that pretty much covers every time I'm going to go golfing this year. You know what I mean? So I usually go about,
So about
10
5
times. Sorry, not 10. What's the math on that? 10 times 20,
Probably about
200.
4 or
yeah,
5.
I'd go about 10 times.
What's the most you'd pay to play golf?
Like,
It just depends where it is, though.
it really does.
Like if I'm playing golf in Switzerland, I would pay several $100.
I would too. Yeah. But
like,
if it's a
I'm
nice
saying
course in
like-
Ohio,
just like a Saturday afternoon,
$30.
like yeah, 30.
$30. All right.
How much are you paying?
I mean, double that for a good course.
Well, also, we're talking 9 or 18.
on a, 18 on a weekend.
I'm
Yeah, I
okay.
was
I'm
talking
sorry.
eight.
I'm a 9 player.
Or 9, sorry.
I've actually never done
You're-
18.
Are you
I've
serious?
never done 18.
it's not
Really?
fun.
I don't think so.
I don't like it.
I can't even. Sometimes I can't even survive 9.
Yeah, I can't. Like I can't. I can't get it straight.
But if you have a foursome, sometimes it's nice to do 18. It kind of spreads out a little bit.
But then it takes so much longer.
Not really, because foursomes are so much
Bro,
faster.
we went on
Yeah,
your
there's-
graduate.
threesomes are
I said
kinda-
graduation party on your bachelor party, bro.
yeah, we did foursomes.
We did. That was only 9 holes.
There's
right?
more people,
No, we
less
did
holes
18.
though.
We did 8. Oh, so I did have done 18.
But it's like each of you doing 9. Yeah, you have done 18.
okay, I lied. I have done 18. Okay, but yeah, you do
But that was a
less.
foursome,
With a
though.
foursome.
You don't. Yeah, but you don't feel as stressed when there's other men with you.
Exactly.
Like I had the boys with
they
me.
loosen
That's
you
a
up.
tough
They keep you
foursome.
going. They keep you energized.
I like
Yep.
that. Yeah. Very good. Well, that was good. I'm glad you went golfing. I'm actually really jealous. I do want to go golfing sometime soon.
Let's go.
Do you have anything else to go over your week on?
Not really. I feel like there's so much happens. It's just honestly, my life is really boring. It's like work, get to bed 9 o'clock. I'm exhausted and falling asleep standing up.
Bro, that early exhaustion's been hitting these days. I feel
like,
you.
I get in, eat supper, and
Yeah.
then like an hour later, it's like someone literally. It's like a Three Stooges movie. Hit me over the head with a hammer, and just like I am
It's a straight conquest
out.
after
As
that.
soon as
yeah.
you
I'm
sit
so
down.
out. I feel so bad. I literally told my wife today. I was like, I feel like a horrible husband because like I get home and I just want like I have been gone all day. My wife, she's been busy. I just want to spend quality time with her. But like after supper, like it's after supper. It's like we're cleaning up dishes, whatever. Then like it's my daughter's bedtime, so we're getting her
Yeah,
ready.
yeah.
My wife gives her a bath, whatever, puts her down, and then like I'm done. I'm just like
You're out. Yeah, that's it.
and I feel so bad.
And you
I'm
didn't
like,
even have to put the baby down.
I did put her down for nap today. That was
Okay.
really cool.
Oh,
Yeah.
good
Well,
for you,
yeah.
brother.
But
Good
talking
for
to
you.
I love, dude. Have a kid. It's
Just-
the most.
Just make
like,
babies. Come on, guys.
It's just like a 24/7 comedy machine.
But what if your baby's not funny though?
and not cute? There's a chance of that
There
too.
is
Some
a
people
lot
have
of non-cute babies.
This is not something I'm comfortable discussing.
Oh,
on
I
this
am
podcast.
very comfortable. Some people
All
out there
right.
think their babies are cute. No, they're not.
Stop.
Hold
I
on,
want
hold
to
on.
specify every baby is very beautiful and loved in their parents in God's eyes.
But the thing is, the chances are you have an ugly baby, they're actually going to be very, very good looking in later life.
That's just it.
You have a cute
Yeah,
looking
but-
baby, they're screwed.
See,
Dang it.
I just disagree. I think I'm just not
I
a
feel
big
like
fan
all
of like
babies
the,
are cute in some way. Like
I'm
some are
just-
just like some are like just a little chubby, and some are like they have the cutest smile, and dimples, and
yeah.
some are like when they're toddlers, they're so adorable.
See, but I'm not.
Chubby
That's
legs.
the thing. I'm not a big
Yeah.
like. I'm not the biggest fan of the baby stage. I'm just like get the first year out of the way, and then I think
Oh.
they start getting cute.
Bro, but
Like
toddlers
they
suck.
start filling out a little bit,
Dude,
and they all that good stuff,
Right
and
now,
they're
my
so
daughter's
cute.
favorite pastime is just emptying every drawer she can reach.
Oh,
Just crawls around
such
the
a
house.
good time.
Literally, she has like in the evening, I'll get in, like my wife's doing something, whatever, and like when I get in the house, I take my daughter. Like I'm like my wife's been with her all day. Like I'm trying to help out. Like by the time my wife's usually like, "Can you please take her?" You know.
Yeah,
This
that
is
thing.
yours.
Yeah, this is yours now. And I take her, I go to the living room, we dump her. First thing we do, dump her huge bucket of toys all over the floor. Poof. She'll play there, we'll play. Like, ooh, she usually grabs a fistful of hair, like yanks some hair out of my head. You know, we have a routine we go through. And then
Nice.
she has this path.
I've noticed you've been going thin.
Yeah, it's been going real thin. She has this path like out through the dining room and through the kitchen, like she does. And there's a whole bunch of shelves and little things that she's not supposed to be in. But like you turn around for 3 seconds, and she is quick. She is like lightning fast. I am not kidding you. She is probably top 10 world
Wow.
on all fours. Like she
She
is
hit the
quick.
Guinness Book
So,
of World Records.
And you
athlete,
turn around
so-
and you hear this little across the floor, and she is, and the next you hear is this massive crash, and you walk in the room, and she's just like peeking over her shoulder. She's like, "Yeah,
Yeah, look
what
at
do you do
that.
about it?"
Yeah.
But she's so cute; it's hard to discipline her. And then you discipline her, she cries, and it's just You're like, you can do it. It's okay. It's okay. And it's just this constant circle.
But
I don't
also,
know.
no.
Yeah, exactly. But parenting's so hard. Oh,
But
it's
guys,
so
have a
fun.
kid.
But have a kid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is going all over the place.
I think the word you're looking for is fulfilling. That's a good word.
It is very fulfilling.
Yeah.
Draining but fulfilling.
Exhausting.
Yeah. Yeah.
Exhausting but fulfilling.
Yeah.
Well, so do we predict future athlete in the household?
I have no idea.
What could
If I could predict, probably D1 basketball. or
she's
volleyball.
your daughter's gonna be the next Caitlin Clark.
My wife could help you out with that one.
Caitlin Clark.
Former Division I athlete.
yeah, former
Really?
D1 athlete.
Yeah.
Division
Plus-
I high
plus-
school?
plus 2 D's, but yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Those are also fun.
Caitlin Clark.
Caitlin Clark.
Yeah, Caitlin Clark. Absolutely.
Did you hear she's racist?
I don't really know anything about Caitlin Clark.
Yeah, I have been
She's
way
awesome.
too deep on the guys. I want to admit it. One thing I have done is I have really
You've bought tickets for Iowa.
no.
He's
but
stumbled down that
I
road.
have priced out tickets because the Final Four is in Cleveland. If Iowa makes
I'll go
it
with
to,
you.
If Iowa makes it to the Final Four,
I'll go with you. I
you
want
want
to
to
watch you
spend
play.
$600 for nosebleeds?
Absolutely.
Woo, that is
Whoa. They're that
Did you say
expensive.
600?
$600.
It would just be you and I there.
That's one ticket.
No, I know, but I'm just saying.
I know, but dude, that's
Bro, both of your tickets
$1,200.
combined.
the
Oh, my word.
WNBA is you could get front row seats for like $70.
I could buy season passes for the rest of my life for $1,200.
That is true.
That's just
Courtside.
crazy.
They'll probably throw in crab cakes. And
No, Caitlin Clark is she's an absolute legend. But also the thing is too is like they have the toughest road to the finals. I honestly don't think they'll make it to the final
Nah, I
four.
don't know either.
I don't know
She
anything
should-
about the
so-
standings and rankings right now, but
What is she going to do
Hopefully
after
they
this?
make
The
it.
WNBA sucks. She should just go straight to the NBA.
I don't.
Can they do that?
it wouldn't work.
Why not?
They're
What-
trying to
she's not
petition her
good
to
enough.
go play for the Iowa Hawkeyes, the football team, because she's so good at scoring that somehow naturally it might be translated to a football team.
Bro, well, what are people on these days?
That's
Yeah,
electric.
just something.
That was a cracked mindset.
That is yeah.
all over the place. But yeah, but I do know one female athlete's name in basketball.
Caitlin Clark.
Taylor Clark.
I know her and that chick that was over in Russia for a little while. But I can't even think of her name.
Brittany Griner?
Yeah, Brittany Griner. That's about it. That's all I got.
Chick is not how I would describe her.
I couldn't remember her name. So lady.
Yeah.
That's
No,
She swings left-handed.
yep.
yeah. She's a little different. But
Not-
hey,
She's a switch hitter.
yeah. Jesus loves her.
Bat from both
He does,
sides of the
but-
plate.
Jordan, what was your week like?
Sitting in left field.
Jordan,
What? What is happening in left field?
I'm excited for softball this year. I'm getting ready to play some softball.
I'm excited to
Yeah,
watch
I'm
you
not-
play
I'm not.
softball.
I'm actually sad that you're not playing this year.
Yeah, dude, I'm
I
not
know
a part
why
of the
you're not.
league.
We're not going to get into it, but I'm a
Yeah.
little sad.
I'm gonna show support when I can.
Please do.
When I
I'll,
can.
I'll actually be really upset if you just AWOL.
Well, here's the thing. By the time that the season starts again, we'll be wrapping down the podcast. So that's an extra evening.
Yeah.
You know, some of that stuff, it all plays into it. I'll have more time. I'll show up when I can.
Yeah.
So it'll be good.
To plug my wife again, if you need a coach, there you go.
D3 athlete.
D1 athlete in softball.
Would your wife, like, let's throw out this, would your wife really want to dedicate 1 or 2 nights a week to driving 45 minutes to coach a bunch of middle-aged,
Partially overweight.
beer-bellied, unathletic, mildly to unmildly, horribly athletic church softball league?
Well, if you put it that way.
I think the pros still outweigh the cons.
What? She's
Yeah.
not getting paid for this.
Oh, you guys could scrap some money together, like $5 a sesh. Cover the gas. You know what? Cover
Nope.
the gas.
Nope.
Okay,
We
whatever.
already got a coach.
Plus, y'all don't do that whole like underhand, crazy, like 40-mile-an-hour pitch or whatever that is. I don't know how fast those women pitch. But
That is now
it's
how,
crazy stuff.
You know, if something happens and, you know, there's a little bit of a, you know, sometimes there's a smack. That's how I get hit now.
You get the whole like
The whole underhand.
the whole.
Oh, yeah, she
Like
played
a warm-up.
softball.
Oh, so she knows
She
how to.
does it. Was she a
Truly.
pitcher?
No, she was. Oh no.
Oh, boy.
I swear she was third baseman.
She was. I think she was third base.
I swear she was third
What?
baseman.
Or no? What's between?
Why do I know your wife's
What's between
Jordan was.
history in
what's be-
sports better than you do?
What's between second and third?
Shortstop.
May have been that as well. I'm gonna definitely not get
So
into it for a long
she
time.
played the hot corner.
Yeah.
Quick
Yeah,
hands.
that definitely that side of the field.
Yeah.
Just dominant.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Nice.
Yeah, if you want-
Dominant. Where'd she hit in the lineup?
No. What's that?
Well, was she, third in the hole? Fourth hitter?
Are you guys actually married?
We
you
are.
know
but
anything?
I don't know anything about softball. I watched her on
She
TV.
bat left-handed? She a switch hitter? What's her career batting average? Come on, we need to know these things.
Hang on.
Emily, help me out. I know you're listening.
Let me Google.
Please let me know. I need to know. Were you righty? Were you a switch hitter? Were you lefty?
What was the OPS?
What was your OPS? What was your on-base percentage? For people that don't know what that is.
She could tell you right off the top of her head.
What was your career batting average? Where did you play for one? What was your favorite bat? Were you a DeBernini girl? Were you an Easton girl? I
And
don't
who was
know.
your idol growing up?
Mikan? Maybe she was a Mikan girl. Who knows?
I don't know. Clearly, Jordan doesn't know.
Yeah.
Shame
Okay.
on you, Jordan.
So,
Probably Easton girl.
So
That's
position
Easton.
is DS.
Most girls swing
What's
Easton.
DS?
DS?
Yes. Designated shortstop.
What?
I don't.
DS.
Oh, hang on. This is
What are you on about?
This is volleyball.
Wait, you're not. I thought you were texting your wife. You're not even texting.
no, I just googled. her.
DS
Dumpster server?
I just googled.
volleyball DS.
I don't know what
A
that
dumb
is.
server.
Dude, stop.
What are you trying to find, Jordan?
I
Trying
just,
to find out about his wife.
yeah,
You're learning about your wife's life on the show.
by doing a
So
quick
she was a
Google
D1 college athlete.
search. Really close. Yeah.
Plus a few, yeah.
Dude, like I said, D1 high school athlete.
Oh my word. Hey, actually, you know what? There's a football team. I was working with some people who do concessions for a football team. They're going state this year. They're really local.
Really?
I forget who it was though, and I was going to come watch a game when I could.
I know a guy that played the state. He made it. He played the Pro Football Hall of Fame game. when his high school did.
Ooh,
Yeah, in
that's
the
awesome.
stadium.
That's a memory right there.
Yeah.
Yeah. What are you on about, Jordan?
Still searching the stats.
I bet I could. Here, let me just call your wife up.
I got all the volleyball stats. I don't,
What, you got the number on speed dial?
No, I have no idea how to contact her. I thought it was funny.
Oh my word! I have actually
Jordan, I
some-
do expect you. We can move on from this, but I do expect you to learn. Like, do you want to hear my lineup?
Yeah, I don't. Yeah.
What is a kill in volleyball?
A kill?
She has 3 confirmed kills.
It's when you pull out your freaking Uzi and start blasting the other team, you idiot.
I don't know what this is. All I can tell you
She's not a Navy SEAL.
is she didn't like volleyball. I can tell you that.
Kill is like when you get a kill. Spike the volleyball
Like
really
you
hard.
pull out your gun. That only became a thing when like concealed carry. When concealed carry became legal, then they started adding kills in
You
volleyball.
throw the ball up, distract him, and shoot him in the gut.
Yeah.
Kill.
Like you serve, and while the ball's in the air, bah, 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 bah. And then guess what? What's that called when you serve and it hits the floor right away?
Ace.
You get an ace every freaking play, okay? That's what I'm talking about.
Ace up.
Yeah, you serve underhand, get that ball some air time, pop, 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 popping everybody. Maybe leave one standing, give him a chance, but ace on him all day long.
So she was a leadoff hitter,
Oh, nice. On base percentage high.
outfielder.
She's probably a speedster.
This was
Not a third baseman, Jordan.
Not
That's
a third
embarrassing.
baseman. You
Actually,
lie.
I said that too.
Just
so
an
I was
outfielder.
I was wrong too.
This is
Just an outfielder.
Granted, it's your wife.
this
That
is
means
just
she's
in
got
this.
wheels. She'll leave you.
This is just in this article.
Dog.
You have a valid
Let's go.
point. You have a valid
She's a
point.
runner. She's a track star.
She was lead off, and this was in this article in this period of time.
So you're
I don't
still
know.
not talking to your wife. You're just
no.
you're
hang on.
Google searching her
This,
You have to go to articles in the
I
newspaper.
don't know why I still have the thing. I think you're right, Chris, though, about
from
third
back
base, or
when you
maybe
were
it was
stalking
outfield.
her.
But
That's what I thought she told me, but I don't.
she had a
remember.
390 batting average.
Wow.
with
Oh,
a
hey,
480
hey.
481 slugging
Ooh,
percentage,
Slugging percent. Ooh,
What a slugger!
and a 16 RBI.
Well, how many
she's
games?
lead off.
We don't know how
She's
many
lead off.
games. Yeah.
Wait,
lead off.
too.
Lead
Lead
off.
off too.
She can't be batting in all those butts at the end of the lineup.
No,
Come on.
she gets on base, and
She does her job.
she's probably got a cannon for an arm. What is she center field?
Man, Jordan, you must
I
take
think it
a
was-
beating when she's mad
Okay,
at you.
I'm never.
Right field. Oh
Yeah.
boy.
I'm
Oh,
never
boy.
sure.
She's
Is
right
it-
field.
So when you say left or right, is that looking at the field, or is that on the field looking at the pitcher?
That's on. That's like when you're the pitcher looking in. It's like that way, right field.
Okay, so when you're the pitcher throwing the ball
So like third base would be on the right side of the field.
from the stands, it would be on the left.
I actually thought it was the other way around.
No.
Okay.
Yeah, everybody thinks it's like looking at the field. No, that's completely false.
Interesting. Yeah. Yeah, Jordan, you didn't know that, did you?
I did not. No.
Okay. Well, now you're informed, and that's everything Randall said is definitely 100% correct.
100% true. I have not lied one bit.
Yeah. Actually, the founders of baseball were dyslexic, so
Yeah, it's true.
that's
What a beast! Here she is sliding to home.
Okay, well. we'll leave
Okay,
it at that
can
picture.
you've been on your phone searching every
Oh, that's
history on
just-
your wife's sporting career for
That
like
is weird.
Hey, has your wife been on TV?
I don't have a
Yes.
wife.
I was looking at Chris.
Doesn't even count. And you know what? If I marry my girlfriend, let me think. I haven't asked. Yeah, she ain't been on TV. I haven't either. Have you been on TV?
Dumper.
I actually have, yeah.
Really?
I have too. Plenty of times.
Yep. What were you on TV for, Randall?
You
Well-
know, like his mugshots and stuff.
Fun fact: I was on.
Ohio man
I was on
gets
a
mugged?
I was on a radio show when I was 9 years old, 12 years old.
No way.
12 years old.
That's lit. Like
Yep.
a talk show?
Yeah, guy had me on a talk show, and I talked
Very
to the host.
cool. Like, did you ask a few questions and stuff?
He asked me questions. Yeah,
Why are you getting interviewed as a 9-year-old?
a 12-year-old. I was
Oh,
very. I don't know, very fortunate kid.
Okay.
He called me up and we set up an interview, and I sat in the my parents' office, and they asked me questions, and then I went. It was like a couple seconds delay. And I went running out to the living room where they had it on, and I listened to myself. It was pretty funny.
Nice. That's
Wow.
really cool.
That is
Yeah.
cool.
Very cool. All
Uh,
right.
I called into a radio
It was,
station one
Saturday,
time.
it was a Saturday morning talk show. It was called The Friendly Trapper. I was actually on twice. He had me on twice. He had me back on a couple months
This guy's
later.
killing it. How many tens of listeners do they have?
I don't know. Look, you should look it up.
Nice.
He
The
was
Trapper,
called
okay.
Friendly Trapper. He had me
Friendly
on.
Trapper. I'm gonna have to do some research.
And then I don't know how many people, but it was on 570 WKBN every morning at 8 o'clock, 7 o'clock,
Wow.
8 o'clock.
WKBN's big.
Yeah.
Now everyone knows exactly where the studio is, but so on. Life goes on.
Yeah.
But I actually did call. I did call into a radio.
Have you ever called in a radio
I
show?
have.
I have called in a radio
So
show.
this is a
multiple
funny
times.
thing. It was snowing, and I felt like it was going to be a great idea to go hunting that day. So I
Bad
did. So
idea.
I'm out in the stand, just absolutely freezing my bottom off. And so I had my iPod on me. This was back in the days, where iPhones,
iPods.
not really a thing. But my iPod was new enough that it actually had the radio, like it had the live stations,
Yeah.
everything on it. So I would listen to the radio, and So I was listening to one of my favorite country stations, and the songs were very mid that day.
100%.
And so it was like a request hour.
Because you were listening to a country station.
Okay, chill. You could listen. Yeah,
I know what radio show is. Over lunchtime, they had a request.
yeah, they had a request. And so me, bored as heck in the middle of the deer stand, I decided to call in. And so I get put on hold for hours. I mean, like just on and on and on and on and on and on and on. And it was so cold. And all of a sudden, it stopped. And they introed the show and said, hey, what song would you like to play today? And me, haven't spoken for like 4 hours because I'm out in the stand trying to be... I couldn't get my voice to work.
Jeez.
Next
I
caller?
tried, and he's like, hello? Anyone there? Hello?
Next caller?
Hello? And, yeah, I missed the call.
You
It's
only got
sad.
that short window, son.
So technically, I was probably not on
No,
the
you were
radio,
not. Yeah.
But I
You wouldn't have
tried,
been.
you know.
It's good effort from you.
Yeah.
I respect that.
Yeah, I called it sports talk radio, Cleveland Sports Talk Radio. one
Okay.
day.
Nice.
Yeah, I talked to a guy. Got in a bit of a heated discussion about the Cavs over. It was
Really?
pretty funny. Yeah.
Was it on air?
Yeah. It was
No
live.
kidding.
I need to get on this radio talk
It's
stuff.
fun. Anybody can call in, and it's actually
should
like
do that.
It's not
I
real
wish-
popular. It's a good chance you get on. There's actually a sports show I listen to every morning, Cleveland Sports Talk Show, and I could get on there 100% because they have like
Nice.
regulars on all the time, and
Nice.
like it's funny.
My favorite like radio segment is they do it very rarely, but when the McAfee show,
Doing the news,
when the Pat McAfee show goes to the phones, and
they don't do it anymore.
they occasionally, but not very often, but they'll go to the phones, and then they'll say, the person's name and welcome to the show, and then they'll go on with their questions. Everyone in the studio will be completely silent, and the poor caller on the phone's like, "Hello, you still there?" And everyone is just dead silent. They're just listening to this poor guy just pleading to get back onto the show. He's there the whole time, but they don't.
It's a classic.
We
I
should
love
have
that.
callers on our show.
We actually
We should do it sometime.
Oh,
We're not a
that's
live
such
show, though,
good
so that's a problem.
No, it'd be so fun. Just cold call a bunch of people.
Cold calls like that. Okay, I
Yeah.
got you. I got you.
We should figure out a segment. Like we'll cold call a whole bunch of people, have a list of numbers, and ask them a question, and like do like a poll or something.
Yeah, we
do
could.
it.
We have been asked multiple times to bring back the poll of the week.
True.
That's something we haven't done in a while. So I could, we could maybe get behind that again some point in time.
Yeah.
But we'll see. I do have a thing to wrap it up here with. It's pretty funny. It cracked
love
me
to wrap
up
it up
since we're
here with
wrapping
you.
up this show.
You asked me how my week was.
Yeah, but honestly, you took so much time talking about whatever you were just talking about.
No,
that-
Yeah, you were talking about your wife too much.
yeah, see, that's the problem.
Yeah.
Which, granted, it kind of doesn't sound conceited of you that you were talking about someone else, not yourself. But you missed your window. So.
No, I actually was kind of stalling because my week was just work. That's all there was to it.
Yeah, so you can't really go into work. So you know,
I know.
what I mean? It's just
It's
work's
true.
work. So
It's true.
it is what it is. So Derek has been mentioned on the show. Our good friend Derek, and
What a
he's been-
freaking legend!
the
I couldn't-
crackhead.
yeah, it's crazy how much we've talked about. No, not the crackhead. Wait, how many Dereks do we know?
We know a lot of Derek's.
Actually,
Is it the
sizable
insane
amount.
amount of food?
Oh, this is big tummy Derek minus
Yeah,
the fact
big
that he
tummy
actually is
Derek.
There's
skinny.
Michael
so,
Phelps.
Also crackhead Derek.
Yeah.
Just kidding.
so
You're canceled.
of all people, his
Derek's mom don't say that.
Derek's mother DM'd the show, and she was like, DM'd us on Instagram, and she had something to say to you, Randall.
Oh boy.
No, just it's nothing crazy, but I thought it was very fascinating nonetheless.
All right.
So she started off, it was kind of recapping like your panic in the airport when you had some ammunition and you're stressed about it. You're like, what do I do?
Oh,
What do I do?
yes.
Yeah. So I'm just going to read off what she sent because it's pretty interesting, actually. So she said, so this was Derek's grandpa. Okay. He found himself at the Pittsburgh airport. Shout out Pittsburgh.
Let's go,
the
Pitt.
local hometown.
Hey, don't tell him where this was.
Hey, sir.
He found himself at the Pittsburgh airport with his favorite long life pocket knife in his pocket. He was ready to go through security and did not have time to run it back out to his vehicle. So he went to one of those lounges where there are lots of benches to sit in, and he looked around for one with a ledge under the seat.
Oh, I feel like this.
Now, I've been at an airport. I know exactly what she's talking about.
Yeah.
I know exactly what we're talking about. He slid his pocket knife in there, okay?
Oh my.
We're talking slid it directly into the seat, wherever this specific ledge is in this lounge.
Stashing a weapon in an airport.
That is that's a
naughty.
new level of massive testes.
He returned. Yeah, that's something. It's something crazy. He returned
That's sketchy. as
10
fuck.
days later, and he came back through that airport, went, sat down in that chair, reached under it, found his pocket knife.
Are you
Dang.
serious? He took it
Exact
all-
same place. So,
Hey, that is so cool.
hey, She said
should
next
be-
time you have ammunition, hide it under a chair.
Yeah, don't do that.
So that's the moral of the story we're getting to.
Just down there. I'm just down there. And the security guard. What are you looking for?
My AK-47.
Yeah.
I dropped my phone.
So I thought that was pretty funny way to end it.
That is
impressive.
awesome.
It's a good story. It
Dude,
is a
that
good
is
story.
some incredible testes.
Dude, if you are in a
First off, keep your
situation,
head on straight and think like that.
if you are in a situation where you don't have time to,
I would have
put it,
stashed it in the
bro.
person's bag beside me.
Yeah, you just want to watch the world burn, dude.
100%. If I would have found a pocket knife, I would have slipped that bad
Or like,
boy.
yeah, you're just going through security, like right before you go through the metal detector, and you're like pushing other people's bags through. You know what I mean?
Drop
you
it in
slip
the tray in front.
drop that in the tray. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
The whole place shuts down. They tackle the person in front of you.
Oh,
So-
that's hilarious.
Wow, that looks like it
in
hurts.
in London, London has a smaller allowance. I think the U.S. For like colognes and perfumes and all that stuff is 3.4 ounces. It's smaller in Ireland.
By the way, shut up, Pi Day. We missed Pi Day.
1.341,
3.14.
whatever. it is.
Whatever.
All that
Yeah.
below. Yeah. But anyway, so this security guy on my way back to the U.S. was like, "Sorry, dude, you can't have this cologne in your carry-on."
I'll do what I want.
I was like, "Screw you, that's an expensive cologne." And he's like, "There's nothing I can do." So I gave it to him,
So you
but
put it all on you.
but right before I just absolutely pounded myself. Poor passengers around me.
I
but
was gonna say
like,
people
you know.
beside you in the airplane.
You got to do that. Sometimes you just got to chug it.
I was so mad at him.
Yeah.
Poor guy was just doing his job, but
TSA could be like that, you know? Just do their job.
He wasn't TSA. He was
Oh, okay. Yeah, I got you.
Gotcha.
Ireland
stuff.
Security.
Well,
whatever.
boys, I got places to be. I got babies to kiss. All that good stuff.
Go to
you
your
know?
girlfriend's house.
No.
Oh, okay.
Boys staying athletic, trying to hit the gym tonight, playing with the boys. So
Good
we
for
got places
you.
to do.
By the
places
way,
to be.
Last
What are you
week
saying?
we were
Oh.
on our way to our collective games. How did you do?
I was just gonna say, it's a pickup. I played about 8 games, won about 3. It's tough. It's tough pickings at night.
Bro, your RBI is like 2.
Shut up.
I
You don't even know what you're talking about.
Played
I don't, actually.
played 3 games.
Yeah, I don't know
won
how you
2
did.
of them.
Oh, okay. So you're a 70%, 66%,
That's 75%.
75%.
Chris, what?
No, 75% out of 4. 60.
yeah.
You're like 66%.
Bottom line is a better percentage than you.
Definitely.
So yeah.
That is much better than me. Congratulations, Randall. I'm gonna kill it tonight. We'll get another recap tomorrow night.
All right.
Or next episode. Sorry. We'll get the next recap. Jordan, what did you learn from this week's episode?
I learned that Randall's girl is crawling all over the place, and
I should bring her on a podcast.
She
would
should
just
be on the
rip-
podcast.
She would rip this place to shreds.
There's a lot here to rip up.
That shelf.
Yeah, that shelf
Gone.
there, gone.
I just had a mental picture of her digging into the soundboard here.
Oh, she'd
Buttons.
rip every cord.
Buttons, cords. Oh, that's good stuff.
It actually might make the
We
sound.
actually have a phone charger that don't work because call us poor parents, but she's like ripped it out of the wall and shoved it in her mouth. Now it don't work.
That's why she's amped.
Yeah,
There's still some.
fully
Oh, my
charged.
word.
There was some residual electricity in there.
Yeah,
That's amazing.
dude.
That's,
kids,
Oh, here
they're
they,
so resilient.
they'll learn.
Yeah, Chris, what'd you learn today?
they bounce back.
I learned.
Literally.
Oh, she's been dropped a couple times. Never bounced too
Right.
far.
Oh. Okay.
Let's see. I
So
learned.
we're thinking like D2, D3.
I learned that Jordan needs to step it up with the knowledge of his wife.
True, it's actually kind of sad.
You can't have this guy digging in articles during live shows to try to figure out information on his own wife.
No, that is my bad. I'm gonna go home.
I feel like we should have the wives on the podcast at some point.
There we go.
I feel like it'd be good podcast.
Can we wait till I get married? I feel like I don't want to be excluded.
We
in
don't
this
have
deal.
that kind of time, Chris.
Really?
Yeah.
We can wait in a little while yet. Come
Chris,
on.
Oh,
we,
how
we
long
will
will
be
it be?
old and gray.
That's yeah. If you think you're gonna get an answer on this show,
The slur of
yeah. The
words.
first time I announce when I'm gonna when I want to.
I thought it
The
was
slurring of words that is just going on. It's-
Dude, I have talked so much today with customers, with people. I'm tired. Okay,
of it.
Daddy is tired. Randall, what'd you learn today?
I learned that it's good to have you back.
Thank you.
Although you've broken my trust multiple times, and I think you're gonna leave again. But
No, I won't. I'll build it back up.
Okay,
just to dump you
I'm
again.
gonna give you my trust.
All right. Thank you.
Don't betray it.
All right. Appreciate that.
Good being back with you boys. It is.
Chris, what did you learn today?
I already
I
said.
just literally asked him.
What did you learn again?
All right. I learned that you really have short-term memory loss. So Emily probably told you all that stuff and you forgot. Just
Jordan,
like you
what'd
forgot
you
that I
learn
already
today?
said something.
She can tell you I have very short-term memory loss.
Jordan, what?
It's a
did you learn
family
today?
issue. All right, Randall, what did you learn today?
I already told you. What did I?
Jordan already said too.
No, I was actually talking about your baby girl.
Yeah.
She should really be on this podcast at some point.
We'll get her on at some point, maybe.
Bring her in for a quick.
All right, that's episode
be no
113. What'd you say right now?
There'll be no googling.
Okay, that's episode 113, everybody.
I know it was random as heck, but we will get back to some for more regularly scheduled programming soon.
Yeah. It's a catch-up
problem.
week.
Next episode, look out for some food.
Ooh.
Oh, not against that at all.
Or stay close to your phones.
What is that? Yeah. Stay close
was
to your
trying to
phone.
tease
No, yeah.
For our podcast to get uploaded
Yeah,
every
yeah, yeah.
Monday morning.
6 a.m. Set your alarms, people.
Hey, check out that new merch too.
Yes. Also, thank you for all the orders. Oh my goodness gracious. Crazy times.
The new
Love
stuff is fire. Like,
Yeah.
it's actually good.
Yeah. Thank you for listening to episode 113.
Yeah.
Thank
We're
you
outta here.
for just being an awesome supporter. Appreciate it. If you love this episode, spread the love. Spread it. Okay?
Spread it.
Smell me.
Spread it.
Spread that freaking love.
Spread it like you're spreading it on your sister's waffle. Don't know why you're spreading it.
Have a good week, everybody. We'll be back here next week for episode 114. I'm going to keep talking over you because I don't want to hear
Feels like
any
I
follow-up
don't
to what
wanna
you just
end
said.
it This way, it's very. All right.
Have a good week, everyone.
Goodbye, friends.
See ya.